slacking this morning. So I went and knocked out one job. Had to put a hose on. Finished up his job for Friday. I've done time built water pump on the little Acura or whatnot. So went and popped the radiator hose on it because they had a little hole in one little spot on it. So took care of that for them, collected my money. Now I'm going out here to Vail. I got a truck. They said they put the battery was dead. They put an alternator in it, or they put a battery in it, fired it up, and the alternator light's on, and it smells like something's burning on. I think it's probably going to be something to do with the pulleys. We're going to check it out and go from there. So the guy Nikki works with, and I'll video it, and they left the key there for me. So let's go get it checked out real quick. Battery lights on in it. Check the wires, make sure they're all good. It's the alternator. It stinks. It smells like burnt wires in it. So I'm gonna tell him he needs to pick me up all night. I'll come back out here tomorrow and knock it out for him and get it done. Move on to the next one. Got this turbo Silverado here. Going through and going to yank the transmission out of it. 4080, it ain't got no second gear. I'm gonna get the transmission out of it, take it to Jason Richards, and he's gonna go through and rebuild it because somebody rebuilt it, but evidently they didn't do it right because it ain't had second gear. So let's get this thing yanked out there so I can take it to him. The bushings come in for the Mustang. They're larger. These were just some energy suspension stuff. So I'm gonna grind them down and make them to the same size as this. I'll just put them on a grinder and turn them. I'll have to build me another spacer too because the spacer's thicker on the inside and it's not quite long enough. So I'll have to get me some spacers built, but I'll be able to at least use these bushings. All right, I got one set made. So now I just gotta build my spacers. Be ready to rock and roll with it. Well, it's Tuesday morning. We're gonna have Jason Richards to drop off this 4L80. He's gonna go through and fix second gear in it for the guy. And down here in Gastonia. Got another truck getting dropped off to a rear main seal on it. Got one from last week's video I checked out. But he's gonna drop it off this morning, so I'm gonna get on that to a rear main seal. I got a alternator job. I texted the customer to see if he picked up his alternator, his belt, so that way I could get on that when I get back to Lincoln or whatever. I ain't heard back yet, but if he has his alternator's belt, I'll run there to do it while old buddy's bringing his truck so I can do the rear main seal. So got a little bit of work, staying busy, nothing crazy. A few dollars in my pocket. And I gotta build a fence. So I got the fence in the backyard. I'm starting to build a privacy fence around the backyard, box it in and stuff like that. So ride with us. Thing unboxed, start getting this fence put up down through here. Well, Wednesday morning, hurt my knee last night in Jiu-jitsu. I ended up rolling my kneecap. I had a guy in the head and arm choke, and then after he tapped when I went to get up, I went to hop up, and when I did, my knee, the way my knee was, it pushed my kneecap off to the side of my knee. God, that freaking thing hurt all night last night. I woke up a few times in pain, sweating, hot, just freaking, or I was cold, but my knee was hurting and I was hot, feeling, you know what I mean, all at the same time. As stupid as that sounds. Like, I just could not get comfortable. But Davian's taking a car he has down to Jason's, down to his work, so he can clean it up and get ready to sell it or whatnot. A little car that he bought a while back. the Ford tours and whatnot. So I'm following him down here first thing this morning to go through and drop it off, and then I'm gonna get my day started. Got a little HHR, got to do inner tie rod ends on, and few little odds and ends today. Start putting the motor together for another deal, whatnot. So I ride with us. Got my buddy Edward here. We got riding the bike today. Look at it, having a good old time, ain't you? What you think about it? You like it? So I was working on getting, my hair's a freaking mess. Motorcycle head, motorcycle head, hair, or whatever. But ended up, I was putting together the motor early. I started thinking, I was like, no, I ain't seen Edward this week. Let me ride over there and ride Edward on the motorcycle. Because I know, like I said, that boy's imagination. 4 years old and he just dreams, like, tells me stories and stuff. I freaking love it. So I was sitting, I was like, I'm gonna stop on this motor real quick, take me a break. My knee's hurting. I'll ride over, I'll see Edward for a few minutes riding around. So I rode him around the neighborhood. As soon as I got back, he said, can we go again? His mama was like, ask Mr. Sammy if he can go again. So he asked me, I said, yeah, sure. So we rode around again, hung out for a few minutes, was talking, and dead on 1 o'clock, he was like, I'll see you later. See you next time. She pulls out her phone. She's like, that kid always knows when it's time for his nap time. You know, he's just very, very good. No clock, no nothing. He knows it's time to go lay down. So I come back outside. I'm gonna run out here and do this Toyota. I'm gonna go do the alternator first, and then I'm gonna go do the inner tie rod ends on that HHR. So y'all ride with me. I'm almost out here to the house with the Toyota. So I pulled the power steering pump up out of here because I'm having a hard time getting past this ear right here and get my arms down there and get the alternator out. If I can clear that ear on that, then I'll have it out. It'll be pretty easy. But getting past it, I'm not trying to drop the antifreeze out of it or pull the hose loose or none of that. So if I got to take this bracket off, I'll take this bracket off before I do that. But I'm going to try now. I got more room to get my arms in there, maneuver it out, maybe pull it forwards and come around, and then I'll have it out on the ground. I can put the other one in. Gravity will work going back in, but it's coming out makes it a pain. It wasn't pretty, but I got it out. Took some weird movements to get it there. We got it up out of there, so let's get the new one put on, change the belt out, and we'll be good to go. Got it together. Battery lights out on it. Ready to rock and roll, it's good to go. You know what wood, Caden? That big old saw blade, big old motor. Pretty cool, ain't it? Pretty cool. It is. Pretty cool. Brand new solid. We got it in this week. I think that table was in here when I come.
Yeah, so this would be saw, different 60 different degrees back and forth, feed, programming on CNC.
That's awesome.
Touchable valves like that.
that out. Pretty cool. So I come out here to knock out. I ended up doing inner tie rod in on this HHR. Wind up, I gotta do the freaking ball joint. Well, they're pressed in, so I had to come up with this little contraption to press the rivets out. I done cut them loose. Now the other one bolts in, so I gotta push these rivets out real quick so that way I can put the new ball joint on it. Just had her up here to Marshall's, unlock a door for a lady on a little Scion, a little Toyota. Second one for the day. First one was my neighbor across the road from me. He turned around and he come over there. He'd locked his keys in, moving his daddy's truck around. He was like, hey, I don't want to say anything to my dad. He was like, come unlock the door. I said, yeah. It took me about 15 seconds on the Ford truck. So then just now, Nikki's mama's old man, Justin, called me and said, hey, there's a lady up here at Marshall. Her door's locked on her, she locked her keys in her car. You come up here? I said, yeah. About the same amount of time, 15, 20 seconds. Had it done, stuck my little screwdriver and stuck my antenna off my Jeep on it. I said, man, look at that. I said, yeah, I've probably done 600 or 700 of them in my life. Pretty good at it. So, didn't charge them nothing. Take care of them. You know, I try to help people out. Part of that good karma. So if you're local and you lock the keys in, don't be scared to call me. I'll come and lock your doors. Like I said, if you're somewhere in Lincoln, I'll come out and knock it out for you. Man, this thing done got me again on the gas gauge. Oh, it's about time to fix this thing. Wonder how far a can of brake clean starting fluid will make us to the gas station. I need to give me one more little piece of hose, and we're gonna see if we can't make it up there real quick. Load the intake up and let's go with it. That'll work. Check out my dude Anthony. Look at him. Ron Freeman. Look at him. Coming to help. It just so happened he was on his way to my house to pick up a tool that me and him went in partners on to buy, alignment tool for a serpentine setup that he needed for his Coyote. Whipple Coyote. Or whatever. I think it might be a TVS. I can't remember what supercharger it is, but whatever supercharger he has on that Coyote, he needed a alignment tool. So me and him went half on it and bought one the other week. So he was on his way to the house, and Lord knows he had to come save me today. Look at this, look at this. It's about the only time in my life a Coyote guy's had to come save me. Ain't that some stuff right there? Luckily he had some E85 with him. You know, the Jeep loves that E85. Oh, almighty. Oh well, we on to the gas station now. Since the gas light didn't come on that said 40 miles to empty, I guess it's time for me to start keeping at least a half a tank in it. If I was told my race car, I'd be freaking mad if I was out of gas. So yesterday, when we went to the sawmill, they ended up being closed. We got there like 10 minutes late. I didn't realize they closed at 3:30. So today, me and Kate got there 7 minutes early. So we loaded up about 50 pieces to start, well, not to start on the fence, but we've already started on it. But so we can go ahead and start getting our siding on our fence, get it laid out up to it. So I got a load of it now. I can go home and start cutting them 8-foot sections, nailing them up, getting all that together. When my first section is built, I'm gonna cap it across the top of each one. I'm gonna get some 10-foot 2x6s and lay it there as a cap. And I'm gonna stain it the same color as this. But it's gonna look good down through there. I'm gonna have about $100 in all of it, pretty much, roughly. I got about 90 in it right now. I get those trailer loads for $10, all you can load. And I think I got enough to do almost the whole fence. Might have to go back and get some more pieces, but we're not gonna be far off. Be a lot better than that old stuff. I'm gonna throw that stuff away, clear it all out back up in there for the neighbors where it don't look bad. And this is what this side looks like right here. So if you look right here, it's like, see, it ain't bad looking at all from their side, especially when you got trees like this. I say just camo it in a little bit, make it where it don't look as, where you just, I feel like privacy fences keep neighbors good neighbors. If I got a privacy fence, they don't have to look at me. I don't have to look at them. They're welcome to come to my house anytime, knock on my door, need anything, cool. But when I'm out here working, I don't have to look at them in the eyes and feel awkward. They don't have to look at me and feel awkward. They're gonna pee off the back porch, because I peed off my back porch and locked eyes with my neighbor's wife before. At nighttime, I was like, the one behind me, I was peeing, there was 2 women out there, and I was like, kind of weird. I was just, Caden was in the bathroom, I didn't feel like running upstairs, so I come out back to pee, and when I did, it was what it was. But like you said, I think privacy fences just make neighbors better neighbors. That way they don't have to see me, I don't have to see them. If they need something, like I said, they can come over here, but we don't have to, keep it clean, keep it private. And so as you can tell, you can see all my neighbors, but there's gonna be a privacy fence all around all of it. And this is the only way I could really afford, with race and everything else, is the only way I really could afford a fence. Because if I had to pay somebody, it'd probably be 10, 15 grand to fence this whole yard in. Where like this, it's probably gonna cost me $1,000 and me build it all. Not bad. Well, it's Friday morning. Coming out here to a house. A lady called me about her son was putting a fuel pump in or something, and I guess he couldn't get it in or something on like a Chrysler 300 or something, I think, or 200. One of these little freaking cars. I think I found the second worst dirt road in Lincoln County. I didn't realize we even had this downtown or in the city area. We're gonna run over here and check it out and see what we can do about it. See what we can fix for it. Oh God. See if we can get it fixed for her and go from there. So her son had put a fuel pump in it for her. She went to go fill it up, and it turned around and spewed fuel out like crazy. So the O-ring around it was stretched a little bit. I was able to get it locked back in and locked down. I think I got it. I told her if it leaks again, she'll have to go through and get her new O-ring, and he can grease it and pop it in, or I can come back here and pop it in.
In 3.1 miles, turn left onto Salem Church Road.
Don't be that person. And I told her the covers, basically the fuel pump access covers between under the seat. She bought the car brand new. Well, they were broke underneath there or whatever when I took the seat up. I told her she needed to order those because that's what blocks fumes and carbon dioxide and stuff like that from the outside, and that she needs to get those covers on it anyway. So she's gonna get those too, but didn't charge her nothing. She's like, well, let me give you something. I was like, listen, I'm on my way to the next job. No, hold on a minute. I said, nah, catch me on the next one. I'll take care of the next one. I'll get paid next time. I'm not worried about, because I took 10 minutes to stop by here and look at your fuel pump just to tell you that it wasn't really your son's fault. It's just that little O-ring was a little stretched, so it was what it was. Alright, let's go put the strut on and start getting some of these other jobs done today. Alright, well, the Tiburon needs a hub assembly on the right, a spindle and all, because it's all tore up. I thought it had a bent strut on it the other day because the way the wheel was laid over so bad, it looked like the strut had a bend in it. But when I turned around and actually looked at it up close, the strut looked fine on it. It was just a hub assembly. Her dad has an 08 Ford Escape. I was doing a thermostat on it. Well, the thermostat that he got was just a round thermostat. The housing on this is all built together. It won't work. So I told him, I said, I'm gonna go run to my next job. I said, you just go through and go get me a thermostat housing with the thermostat and all. I said, I'm gonna run the maiden real quick and let me know when you get it. I'll run back over here and pop it back on. It won't take me 15-20 minutes to get back together. So on to the next one. Give you a tip putting that bolt in since it's down here underneath and it's hard to get to. Turn and put your rag up in there to hold it, and that way it won't fall out. All right, well, I rolled back out here, knocked thermostat out real quick. Now it's time to go on and go home and start working on that fence a little bit. Let's get that fence, everything, the rest of the wood off the trailer today, and start getting that thing up. I like that old Ford tractor right there. Looks like old 601 Workmaster. I have one that's very, very similar. Yeah, I got them brakes done. I think that's the last job I got to do for today. Pretty much called up right now, so roll back to the house, continue working on this fence, get stuff called up, get ready to go racing tomorrow. Caden, we're gonna be back on carts tomorrow. Caden's gonna be on carts tomorrow. We're gonna get ready tonight and try to make it to the race tomorrow. We ain't been in months. We even talked about selling the go-kart because we ain't been racing. But the track's been closed. Well, we've been busy with cars, and then right when we were ready to go racing, then the track was closed because zoning. They had some zoning issues. They couldn't run their races out there because I guess Catawba County was wanting their fair share of the money, or they was wanting a kickback or whatever. You never know, you know. So they're opening back up tomorrow for the Chad Bush series or whatever. They're gonna have the race tomorrow, so we're gonna take the go-kart. We got to swap the back tires out because the one that's on is dry rotted from sitting outside in the weather. And we're gonna get the tire. Well, he's already started prepping the tires, even though they're not on the rims yet. He's been putting softener stuff on it. So we're gonna go through and get it ready. See if we can go hit Mountain Creek or have some fun tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. So let's get on back to the house. So here's my fence I've been building from this side right here, all the way down through here. It's gonna go all the way across the back, down that way, and all the way over, and then all the way up the other side of where all them houses are. My property goes right on the other side of that tree line over there. So we're gonna go through and box the whole backyard in. So this is this side. Car across, I'll see what the other side looks like. So all this is going 6 foot tall because that's what I can do here in the city. Let's see right there, like I said, it's gonna start. I'm gonna cut that post off here in just a minute with a chainsaw there, and this is gonna be one below it. One below it, it'll keep going down one because the yard is on a hill. So it'll go down one board each one all the way till you get to the end, and it'll still be 6 foot tall. So that's what the plan is. So I'll pay $6 for the 4x4s. I get this wood right here for $10 all I can load. Like I said, it's just pieces they cut off that ain't exactly perfect, that they can't sell, so it'll have knots and stuff like that on. But I think it has character. I think for what it is, it don't look bad on that side.